What's up, guys? It's your boy Brandon here, bringing back another episode of the BQ Report. Today, we're going to talk about the Wall Street Journal article and more Biden stances. Okay, so let's just dive into it right away. So we have where Biden stands on key issues. Okay, so Biden stands on issues where the pandemic is involved too. He wants to present a stimulus package to the whole entire Congress. That's a good option. He also doesn't think a divided government would actually help anybody. He thinks that's a bad option. Let's see here. So he wants to aid small businesses still struggling amid the pandemic, and is certain to be a priority for Mr. Biden. He's always been at the forefront of helping the American worker, helping the American person, the average person. He's always been a supporter of that person. The average middle class worker, the Karl Marx type, stratification individual who just works his butt off trying to provide for his family. And he's always, Joe Biden has always supported that type of person who just kind of like wants to maintain a living, a regular standard of living, and just enjoy life, live the dream like everybody else. So that's what he always supports. He also wants, he wants to present healthcare, universal healthcare to people and help pre-existing conditions, right? So, the Affordable Care Act was presented by Obama. He passed the policy. Joe Biden wants to build on that. He's trying to build on that and make sure that everybody in America gets health care. And I think that's a great option, especially elderly people who don't know how to get health care and what insurance they use. They need to understand that everybody deserves health care too, and that they can go to their doctors and find quality health care for half the price possibly. Like, for example, Canada does health care universally, and they provide it to every single person on living in the country. They provide health insurance for everybody living in the country. That's an amazing feature. To a government providing that to its American citizens would actually assist the social welfare to grow and improve and become much more civilized than it is now. Because currently, the way that we have it in America, let's say that you get sick, you have to get surgery, or something bad happens, and you get injured. You got to pay out-of-pocket costs, ambulance fee, so many different fees from the medical industry. It's just really a pain, and sometimes it just kind of hurts everything. You're gonna have to pay all of those all those bills back from from the ambulance, and from all the damages that are accrued from that. Universal healthcare would solve that, and so that's a great option. That's a great policy option for Joe Biden's campaign. People say that it's a government-controlled, centralized healthcare system, but I disagree. I think that it's simply a system where everybody deserves healthcare, no matter who you are, no matter what your income level is, no matter what's your ethnic background. You deserve healthcare at a low cost. Taxes can cover that. I mean, you might ask, how are we going to pay for it? Right? That's a good question to ask. But at the same time, our taxes go to the military, and they go to different programs, social welfare, social security, and so many other programs that the government uses our tax dollars for. Why can't we designate more dollars towards universal health care? It would actually be possible under a plan with Joe Biden if he presents a legitimate, authentic plan and a budget and gives the information to the American people through a website or some other means, and then presents that in a way where he can sell it in a good way, and then have other congressmen come on board with his ideas. Then that's going to have a lot of people interested in what he has to say, and it's more reforms will eventually become law. It passed into law, and it's going to take everything takes time. Nothing happens overnight, and so that's what they were saying, especially during the board of canvassing meeting. I don't want to get off topic here. I'm kind of jumping all around here, but I mean, so Michigan actually certified the election results. Just wanted to point that out real quick. So That's actually a great thing. So now we're at a point where Michigan has votes for Joe Biden for sure, guaranteed. There isn't any debate. You can't debate whether or not Michigan was a legitimate election. It was a free and fair process, and they handled it the right way. There's no debate on that anymore. It's incontrovertible at this point. So now we take a look at the surprise moments that shaped Joe Biden's campaign. Of course, that beginning speech with Kamala Harris, definitely when they took the stage at Delaware to address supporters, I felt like that was a very hype, energetic speech that had people getting out of their chairs, attempting to come up with more, information on like why this president's running, how is he going to do in the future. Also, legal immigration. Mr. Biden has signaled he would take steps within his power to ease legal immigration to the U.S., reversing Mr. Trump's attempts to restrict most legal pathways to the country. Another thing that we have to take a look at. Okay, well, I've already spoken a lot on these topics before, and I will make another video about these topics, about his stances and everything like that later on. Right now, I'm not really too focused, so I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all for listening, and have a great day. Peace.